Hello. I'm just looking for my notes, and then I will be streaming. Here they are. Excellent. And somewhat also important, I'm gonna find a pen. Because I like taking notes. And this game is complicated enough that you actually kind of need it, which is nice. Let's see. There's a pen. Got my pen, got my notes. Did they? Huh. I guess I need to start saving those. Nope. They weren't overwritten. They're still in my channel. I'll post the links in my Discord. Yep. Maybe, because I have things dating back to August 29th of last year still on my channel, so it is there. Alright, so I am in... Okay, I'm in the house. So... Alright, okay. But yep, they're on there. Power is off? No? Okay. Now, there were a couple of things that we wanted to look at. Not like that. Okay. I have a bunch of keys. Mansion key. Garden shed. Something for a desk. Right, I also got a key to Trisha's room, I believe? I don't know if it's specified. Or if it did, it might have only specified on here. Yeah, I think it did. Dang. Alright, well. Is it J? J. J is for journals. Okay, so let's look at... Nope. Other. Security logbook. Nope. Scott pleads not guilty. Andrew reads death. Okay. So, because that's something that's important, right? We wanted to know when Andrew Reed died. We wanted to know when Dr. Johnson died. Henry Johnson? Yeah. Let's get that one written down. So, June 7th. 1995 was when Reed died. Henry Johnson, he had an approximate date of death. Which I wrote down. Approximately June 13th. 1995. Vivienne Roberts. And I think we also wanted to know, Scott and Trisha's death? And Scott Brooks. Okay. And Vivienne Roberts was the third death. Right, Trisha especially. Okay, does this actually give me a date, though? No, it doesn't. Not diary, not newspaper, letter document. Murder case report. That still doesn't really... It says when they were investigating it, but it doesn't say when she died. Patient. Okay. Okay, so her funeral was on July 30th. Doesn't really interest me. 97. Oh, yeah, this is the PI. God, look at this color. They're all 93. Derek's mother. Seriously, do I just not have a date of death? Found dead in front of her home at 7:15 a.m. Okay, well I guess we've got to go to the graveyard then. I mean, we kind of had to do that anyways. Run! Close that. Yeah. Oh. Come on, there you go. Yeah, she argued at Scott at, what, 11:30 the night before? And was found, like, 12 hours later? But she also... There was a note that I found somewhere that was addressed to Vivienne. That was about... It said, meet me at the well. You know which one. And, like, that was the well that was by the hunting cabin where Scott stayed. Just run this way. Alright. Give me the Painscreek map. So oh, do I just have to... Yeah, I just have to follow this street. There's apparently some DLC for this game as well. I think it's like the Johnson files. Was it this that was locked? Is that a key? No, it's not. Yeah. Okay, so that side is locked. So... Sanders, Christopher Burke, Raymond Brown. You? Magdalene Roberts. Okay. Okay, this just seems to give the actual... only the years. That's dumb. Wait. Looks scary. Oh, must be like a grandfather or something. Damn. It only gives the dates. Patricia died in 95 as well. Oh, so his date of death is here. Okay, and we know Vivienne died in June. So like Andrew Reed died first, then Henry Johnson, then Vivienne. And we know she was buried on the 30th. Wait, there was another person's name that I needed to know. What was her name? Sophia? And she died. When did she die? She's the ghost who was dressed as a maid. Let's find her. Is she over there? Yeah, I don't think she's on this side. You don't happen to have a name, do you? No? Yeah. I'm assuming that... Well, I mean, who the fuck knows? So many people died. Wait, I mean, now, just to satisfy my curiosity, when was Scott born? Cause 71 was when Vivienne and her husband Charles, I think, married. Trisha was born in 74. Which is when the accident happened that meant that Vivian couldn't have kids anymore. Yeah, I guess the ghost that Sophia went after the gardener, and then there was another ghost that was dressed like a maid. Okay. I have a bunch of keys to places inside of the big house. But would you rather I go to the hospital first? You were talking about hospital records at one point? I mean, I figure I'm gonna have to go back there anyways at some point. Yeah. If nothing else, what I'm hoping is that I find something in here that'll lead me to get the keys for... Yeah. Yeah. That's what we need to do. Actually, let me check and see. Okay, so I got a Slim Jim. Yeah, let's see what's in Trisha's room. Her room is upstairs. And directly on the left. Was it E? Was it I? Found in the mansion's garden shed. Nope, not that one. I don't remember which key it was. Security room. Okay, so that one is for the attic. Third time's the charm. Oh, the tea room. Trisha requested that all her books be brought to her room in the hospital. Well, that door is locked in the hospital. Think. Sure. Crouch? Yeah, C. Yeah. No. I'm going to assume that the key for that might be in the desk. There's a desk key. But we'll finish searching first. Oh, there's another one! 1988. Well, interesting. Scott's a strange kid, very quiet. I don't think it's right for the other boys to bully him and call him names. I wonder why Scott's parents didn't want him. Ouch. I don't like after-school programs, especially ballet. It's difficult and boring, and I hate proper etiquette. What's wrong with being myself? I don't need to be like Mom. I haven't seen Dad for a while. I wonder when he'll be back. Every time I enter the study room, I can smell his tobacco smell. It's the perfect reminder when he's gone for so long. I miss Dad. Mom's always working. She's so busy with other people, she has no time for me. Oh look, study room code. That's a nifty thing for a kid to write down. Because if she was born in 74, then she's, what, 15 at this point? Sometimes I wonder if Mom loves me. Maybe I should call Dorothy Mother instead. Rude. Oh. Looks like a cabin key. Perfect. Yeah, so the first diary from Trisha was from 93. Whereas this one was from 88, 89. So the first one she was, what, 15? And the second one she was 19? If I've got my math right? Maybe? '74 to 89? Plus 10 is 84, plus 5? Yeah, 15. And then 74 plus 20 is 94, so 93 is 19. I know the top one is locked. Oh, I see, fine. Dear Trisha, you can always stay at my place when you feel lonely. Dorothy. Dorothy was the head maid. Like the head of the servants. Yeah, Dorothy's room is there. Who knows? What, I can't take the silverware? Place item? I don't have anything that could do that right now. Guess I need to look for something to wind the clock? Feels like a bad idea. Feels like a really loud way to announce to everybody that I'm here. I say everyone as if there's anyone here. Ooh. Hello. 1972, a year after she was married. Charles is running for election. I talked to Wilson and Edwards, and they have both agreed to support us. I don't think they are doing this to solely gain business benefits. Rather, they believe in Charles. Their support will help boost morale for our party. It's our anniversary today. Charles invited me to my favorite restaurant. It was a complete surprise, and I was so happy, I thought he might have forgotten. After dinner, we spent the rest of the evening walking along the beach. We talked as if we were teenagers in love. I could not remember the last time I felt this carefree. Alright, I'm just gonna write that down. June 30th, wedding anniversary. Magdalene is coming. What should I do? She's always asking when we'll be having kids. I don't think I'm ready yet, not when I'm still recovering from the miscarriage. Okay, so 71 was the year she had the miscarriage. 74 is when she had Trish, and was then dubbed no longer able to have kids. Edwards called today and tried to push me in favor of a business agreement that we discussed months ago. I rejected his request since it will breach the trust agreement between our companies. I didn't expect him to threaten me by backing out from supporting Charles. If that'll happen, so be it. I would rather lose his support than to make deals with people with no integrity. Interesting. Edwards. I'm trying to think. Do I know an Edwards? Nope. Dear Mrs. Vivian Roberts, our latest investigation shows that Dr. Henry Johnson has been embezzling funds. He's sending a portion amount to an offshore private account under the name of Jefferson Investments, LLC. Every 5th of the month, the exact amount of $9,990 is being transferred, supposedly, for the payment of medical supplies and equipment. However, neither the equipment nor the medical supplies could be accounted for. This has been going on for the past 16 months. Jeez. Damn, Johnson. So they found out about that, officially, February 17th, 93. So, 4 months before he died. So, what, Feb 17th? Johnson embezzling. Yes, that is a lot of money, especially in 1993. Move it! Hey! How does it feel to ruin the lives of many? You cost me my job, you heartless witch. You don't deserve to live. Might as well just take a picture of that right there. Friendly. Seriously. Did nobody think to check her personal belongings? I need an item. Uh-huh. Apparently that's not where that goes. Trying to think of anywhere in here that I've seen that I need a... I tried the ornate key on that desk and it didn't work. One last thing. Press L. Great. My flashlight is on. Alright, so this is security. Did I get into Dorothy's room? No, I did not. What? What? Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright. No. Ooh, a trunk. And a letter. Dear Charles, 96. I have worked here for more than 20 years, and I'm so glad that I was able to spend time here with everyone. I greatly appreciate the opportunities you gave me and the time I spent with Trisha. Trisha was everything to me, and she loved me. She smiled whenever I called her. I wish I could have given her more. Despite what has happened here in Painscreek, there are moments of pure joy that we've all shared together. I will hold on to these memories. I'm sorry that I'm leaving and won't be able to serve you anymore. Thank you for everything. Please take care of yourself, Dorothy. Okay, so Dorothy quits in 96. January 31st. What, that looks like an altar? Yeah. Hello. Whoa, okay. If you'll just give me a moment, I need to get a drink. I can't believe Andrew tried to kill himself again. Thank God for Scott. I cannot imagine what would have happened if Scott wasn't there to save him. Andrew was never like this when Laura and Daniel were here. Even as his wife, I doubt Laura has any idea why Andrew turned out this way. I can't blame her for leaving him and taking their son. Okay, so he was married. And divorced. I wonder if they've contacted each other since then. I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He seemed different. He looked calm, as if he had somehow managed to find peace within himself. The attending nurse said Scott has been here almost every day, taking care of him and being with him. Andrew has been talking a lot with Scott. Andrew told me he's ready to see Laura and Daniel again. I'm glad to hear that. I should call Laura and tell her the good news. Okay, we're getting closer. So, February 13th, so just before they found out about the embezzlements. Scott came to fix my leaking sink today. He did a wonderful job. I offered him tea and we talked quite a bit, mostly about Charles and Vivian. I showed him my old photo album. To my surprise, Scott became very quiet. He asked me if he could borrow one of the photographs. I don't see why not. He thanked me and left in a hurry. Oh, I should call Laura and tell her about Andrew's situation. It's ironic that Andrew died shortly after being saved. I met Laura and Daniel at Andrew's funeral today. Daniel reminded me of Andrew. I can't believe he's already 15 years old. Last I saw him, he was only 7. Laura said Andrew had been sending them money these last few years. She'd been considering to return to Painscreek so they could be together again. If only I had called Laura before the fire accident. I feel so sorry for them. I wonder what Scott saw. It's very odd. February 13th, 1993. So, again, 6 months before the deaths. (1972). Now, this is, again, there's a... What up? There's a newly hired maid named Sophia. Boom! Boom! Friday the 13th was the day he saw the photo. Of February. The 13th of February. Sorry, I'm just writing this down. I think Matthew recommended her, saying that she's his cousin. She's very pretty and has very good manners. She's a quick learner too and does whatever she's told to do. She's very eager, asking a lot on what she should do, how she should act when Charles and Vivian are present, how to be perfect at her job. I like her already. The guys delivering food to the mansion were gawking at Sophia as if they've never seen a pretty girl before. I had to ask Sophia to go back into the house, otherwise someone might have funny ideas. Her uniform needs a little more cover. Matthew sometimes comes over and checks to see if Sophia is doing okay. I tell him he's worrying too much, that Sophia is loved by all. Matthew seems pleased every time I say this. If I didn't know better, I'd think that Matthew liked her. Well, I hope not if they're cousins. Matthew. I knew a Matthew, didn't I? Father Matthew. The guy who adopted Scott. It rained heavily today. Sophia and I were having our tea break when she asked me, what does it feel to be loved? I said, well, it's like the feeling you get when you are with your parents. What? Alright. She was quiet for a moment and then replied, it's hard for me to imagine because I don't have parents. I didn't know what to say to her at that time, but after the break was over, I decided to make effort to care for her more. Another orphan? Damn, we just got, like, orphans everywhere in this shit. Seriously? You're gonna give me such a tantalizing chest and then not let me open it? I don't know where he's getting all the orphans. A lot of detail for a set piece in a game. Nope. Nothing else, nothing, you know, hidden before I have to go to the attic. Just that way. Pretty sure anyways. Yeah. I need to find the first floor map. So she was a maid. Sophia was a maid. Who became a ghost, who haunted Andrew Reed, who ended up dying under mysterious circumstances. Need to find out more about Sophia. I don't wanna go in here. Alright. Really don't wanna go in here. I hate attics. I just... Turn the light on. Huh. That doesn't make it any better, but, you know, whatever. Tools? Toolbox? $230. Why is this painting here? Read. Secret safe instruction. Insert the clock key, set the time, turn the key. Tea time? Alright, so this is a safe. I don't know why I'm here. I mean, mostly I wanted to see if I could. Anything else? Yeah, I don't know why that's better, but somehow it is. Alright. Let's see what's in the garage. The garage. Duct tape. Hello? You know, you don't often hear about ghosts in a garage, but like, man, whenever there are ghosts in a garage, it's never pleasant. Whose diary is this? Oh, guys, we have an anomaly. We have a diary with no name on it. I don't know. I didn't feel well today. I had a nightmare last night. I cannot remember what it was like, but it was unnerving. I see Scott all the time now since he has started working at the mansion. He's always with Trisha. I'm going to assume this is Andrew Reed's diary. I used to be the one to hang out with Trisha? Okay, no, it's not Andrew Reed. It's gotta be the chauffeur then. Daniel? David? Mom says she feels better these days. Yeah, definitely the chauffeur. It's as if she forgot she even has cancer. I hope she recovers quickly. Mr. Johnson is a great man to help us out like this. Trisha talked to me today. She said Scott is busy recently and she feels lonely. I would never make her feel that way. Alright. Just calm down. I cannot say it to her, but I will be there whenever she needs me. We talked a lot. I wish every day would be like today. Today Scott came and asked if I know anything about Father Calvin. I only knew him as the previous church pastor before Father Matthew took over. I told Scott to ask Matthew about it. Scott didn't say anything and left. Looks like they aren't getting along too well. This was in '94. I wonder if the game is going to tell me that that was his diary. Or is it Derek? Yeah, Derek Tyler, that's who it was. Now I do actually need to check something. Okay, so yeah, it was 95 when that happened. I thought for a moment that it happened in 93 and I was really confused, but okay. So we have a jealous Mr. Tyler. Don't freak out on me now, game. Really, are you just disregarding all of these things as not useful? Alright. Awkward Stain. Nice to make your acquaintance. Can I unlock it from this side? Sweet. Now I don't have to go back out that way. What? Alright. No. Take it. What do you mean, no? Why can I pick this up and nothing else? Stupid. Ooh. Charcoal, grill brush, grill fork, lighter fluid, grill brush, again? Alright. Seriously, I can't take, like, a pair of scissors or nothing? Like, come on! We're here. Oh. Did I check over there? I don't think I... Did I? Bottle caps? Charcoal. And the matching bottles, presumably. I mean, we already knew somebody was getting drunk. Alright. So we have the study room code. We know that the clock is a safe. We have a bit of a more solid timeline. Sort of. Okay. So, Andrew died June 7th, and his funeral was June 19th. So, 12 days later, or 10 business days. Whatever. 12 days. So, if we can sort of guesstimate that since Vivian's funeral was on June 30th, that Her death date was approximately the 18th. I'm willing to sort of give it an approximate date, just for the sake of having a good timeline. Hello? No. We have the cabin key, we have an ornate key, which doesn't go into the clock, and we have the thing for Dorothy's house. And another house key, I think that was for Bernard's house. Bernard's house. Now, there's one place in this entire fucking house that I haven't explored, and it's right here. And the reason is because of that. Though, now that I'm looking at it, I think that's just from the exercise room. Seriously though, look at that. Not worth it. Huh. Three, 4, 5. Okay, so this is not where the study room code goes. Yes, scary staircase. And just to verify, the study isn't here. No, it is on the downstairs. I just don't know where in the downstairs. Designed to be used with villas and mansions. Okay. Does that mean that I need to stop? Well, how about I pause, I'll go make my supper, and, I'll start back in half an hour. Yeah, let's do that.